Hello, I'm Sabina, a CPA financial planner. I advocate for you to pay less taxes legally, legitimately, and ethically. Our practice focuses on tax-smart investing and wealth building. Today, I'd like to talk about what to do if you get audited by the IRS. If you ever know anyone who's gotten audited by the IRS, you've no doubt heard horrific tales. Yet being on the receiving end of an IRS audit is not as prevalent as you might think. Fewer than 1 in 100 taxpayers are audited by the IRS each year, and the overwhelming majority of those audits are by mail, not in person, says Eric Smith, a spokesperson for the agency. He said there are many other types of notices sent out by the IRS, and many taxpayers mistaken them for audits. One is a math error notice, which is just part of a processing a return. The second is a document matching notice, usually referred to as the CP2000, where IRS matches third-party reports such as W-2 and 1099 forms to what you have reported and generates a notice when there is a mismatch. It's quite common for people to say something like, "Oh, I'm being audited by the IRS." But when you drill down, you find that in many, if not most cases, they actually receive one of these other contacts that are not an audit. During the 2019 federal fiscal year ending on September 30th, 2019, the IRS closed fewer than 800,000 individuals and business audits. In contrast, we closed near 2 million cases involving a CP2000. But what if you get an actual audit letter? Here's how to handle them. First, stay calm. Just because you have been audited doesn't automatically mean you are in hot water or will owe any money. Instead of going into panic mode, read the notice carefully and logically. Most audits take place via written correspondence and won't require you to meet with the auditor in person. Second, don't put your head in the sand. When you get a letter or notice from the IRS, don't ignore it. Opens it. It won't get better with age. Then, depending upon what's involved, take action. Also, the IRS will ask for information and documents by a specific date, and you don't want to miss that deadline. Third, determine if it's really an audit. As mentioned, not all correspondence from the IRS is an audit. There are two kinds of audits: civil examinations and criminal examinations. Civil examinations are initiated in writing via U.S. mail, sometimes certified. You will not get a phone call, text, or email. Criminal examinations, on the other hand, are first realized by a taxpayer when enforcement authority pays a personal visit. It may not be federal. Lately, taxpayers are not getting audited by the IRS as often as they have in the past, but state and local governments are ramping up tax compliance enforcement budget in a big way across the country. State and local government auditors are the most fierce. Just because an audit isn't coming from the IRS doesn't mean it should not be taken equally as serious. Make sure you get guidance. There's no reason to go it alone when it comes to an IRS audit. Seek out help for understanding the scope of the tax audit, preparing your responses to their questions, and efficiently and effectively advocating your tax return decision. Getting quality experience help out of the gate cannot be emphasized enough. Focus on facts. Now is not the time to let your emotions get the best of you. Allow the data and evidence to drive your defense. At the end of the process, you'll either owe the government money, the government will owe you money, or the auditor will accept the original tax return. Be patient and professional. Be professional with IRS employees. Regularly and consistently exercise patience and understanding. Lastly, be aware the scope may increase. Unfortunately, an audit can be a bit like Pandora's box. Once an examiner finds something suspect, they have an obligation to broaden scope and authority of an existing audit to more back tax year and or other tax matters. But you do have rights. If you disagree with the result of the finding, request a manager meeting. If that doesn't work, appeal to the appropriate venue. And now you should be more prepared for what to do if you get audited by the IRS. If you find this video useful, please click on like, subscribe, and forward to those who may also benefit from this tutorial. Please also head to basecpaplus.com to sign up for our email newsletter full of tips for less taxes and more investment return. Until next time, God bless.